The following presentation may contain language unsuitable for elderly grandparents, household pets, and nuns. Unnamed Drag Productions accepts no responsibility for any resulting homosexuality, teenage pregnancy, or chemical dependency that may transpire as a result of listening to this garbage fountain. You have been warned. Enjoy! Unnamed Drag Podcast!
Clap for me, Daddy.
Fuck's sake.
Bear with. All in.
With a gaze.
Subscribe to our Patreon to get this unlocked content. Or just fucking don't. Hi! Welcome back, everyone, to Unnamed Drag Podcast. There we go. Slight time delay on the Eurovision scores.
Bugger.
I am always your co-host number 2, Nana Arthole.
And I'm special guest, Marilyn Sane.
Yeah, special guesting now for a record of 9 podcast. 9?
I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know. Like, we just live every week like it's Shark Week. Although, this week, to be honest, we are not sharks. We are just hobby enthusiasts. And we would like to talk to you today about things that we do outside of drag.
Oh, God.
If you were going to just peel back your CV and your creative resume.
Ew!
And really tell me on the spot, expose your hobbies like a
Also, by the way,
foreskin away from a penis. I couldn't think of an analogy, but I would just want to say something about peeling back.
Also, if you're not watching on YouTube, if you're listening on the podcast, then Nana is dressed like...
What are your hobbies? I run a magazine in hell.
Yes! She runs a magazine in hell. She is the art director for a fetish... strip club, maybe?
She's the madam of a cabaret that nobody goes to.
Yeah. That's called something like Splotch. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's in Belgium, but no one knows where it is.
Yeah, and you look like if Club Kid and Boys magazine did like a crossover project where it's just like, rough trade on ketamine.
Yeah.
I know it's a dress, but it actually makes a very snazzy polo shirt. It's sort of got that like blancmange, leopard printy, like why those colours together kind
Why
of
are
fantasy.
these colours together?
Yeah.
It's like got blue leopard print on tie-dye orange. It's wonderful.
Yeah. Confession time. We both look like designers that at one time worked with Lady Gaga but were promptly fired when they couldn't deliver the goods.
Absolutely.
She stole this Judas cross from me that I'm wearing. My Love You Babes wrapped in red electrical tape and then accented, shall one say, with red glitter, so keep it away from Marilyn, and rhinestone. They weren't even self-sticking. This is like two strips of like double-sided tape with the rhinestones tweezed onto it.
Oh my
carefully.
God.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Considering how much effort I put on it, it looks terrible.
No wonder Lady Gaga fired you.
I mean, when you walk in and you're like, your shoulder pads are clearly Marilyn's old spike bra.
Yeah.
Cut down the C cup and then safety pinned on.
Yeah.
With belts to act like stirrups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like my pimp.
I look great.
And I look gay.
Gay from the future.
I look like gay toothpaste.
Yeah, you really do. You look like you're going to try and sell me like cereal or peanut butter on a kid's cartoon, but then also try and give me my first BJ.
They're gonna taste great.
You're gonna hear the sound of semen hitting your plate.
By plate, I mean your pelvis.
Yeah. So, other than our fantasies of being Lady Gaga's courtesan designer from the future in hell, interests in life outside of drag, Marilyn. What do you get up to?
Okay.
Of a weekday eve.
I mean, a lot of my
shall we
interests
say.
kind of. This is why I do drag, because a lot of my interests kind of spiral into
like
that.
A melting pot of your
Yeah, I mean,
creativity, isn't it?
I do hair. I love styling wigs.
Yeah,
I'm looking to start my own little like side hustle where I make and style and sell wigs.
Wigs by Marilyn.
Wigs by Marilyn. So I do that. I sew. Like I made this that I'm wearing.
You did.
From scratching
I
tins.
forget that.
Yeah, like
because it like is.
It's wearable,
Yeah.
Like,
whereas with me, you'd be able to like see the hot glue. It just wouldn't really work out.
Yeah, so I do hair. I make clothes. I sing.
On the toilet?
Yeah, in the shower, on the toilet, anywhere that'll fucking have me. I don't know. Drag is my hobby. Like, I like to create
Gasp!
stuff. Egad!
The secret is
A
revealed!
cross-dressoir. Don't tell the men we can shapeshift. They will inform the jet.
It does kind of, it almost starts out that way, doesn't it? Where you're just kind of like, oh, that looks fun.
That makes sense compared to everything else that I do.
I did drag for a really long time before I started getting gigs, to be honest with you. Obviously.
You still are.
Yeah. No, I mean, not like it wasn't like I've been waiting 82 years.
It's been 84 years. Also, the stain that this lipstick leaves on this cup is a pop art nightmare.
I mean, the guy that you suck off in the toilet cubicle will not get away explaining that to his wife, will they?
Papa Smurf's gonna be furious.
It's not what it looked like. I fucked your Smurf. Like, what would you rather your wife believe? That you, like, got a blowjob from a drag queen, or that you fucked Smurfette?
Fuck Smurfette.
I raw dog Smurfette right in the tore her from her V to a tiny A.
Oh my god.
I know, she's cleft in twain, in fact.
Oh,
I
that poor
I just left her, like, you know when you go to open a bag of Doritos and you do it too aggressively and just rip them right open?
Like when you cut in half a worm and both ends are still wriggling.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That is so much worse than what I said, and that is saying a lot. Okay. But yeah, I think that drag does kind of start like,
I mean,
for
I've
some
started
people,
baking
as an
now.
enthusiast. Oh, baking!
Start baking. I bake bread, and I've just recently dabbled in brownies.
Ooh, you're a master baker.
Yeah, boy. I made a Victoria sponge cake, but it came out too like sweet and sugary, and then I got my buttercream all over it, and so I just called it slut cake.
Wow.
Because it just looked really messy, but tasted really good.
Did you ever come across... That's a terrible pun. And
Did you ever come across your slut cake?
No! I was going to say, did you ever come across that book, Cooking with Semen? And then I was like, that's a stupid pun and I didn't mean it.
But also, what?
Yeah, it's true. There's a book
Cooking with Semen.
Cooking with Semen, but the volumes of semen in the recipes are so incidental that I doubt...
Make a bolognese, wank in it.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's just like, to make your cream cheesecake, you will need one tablespoon of semen. And then you're just like...
You won't need it.
Yeah, exactly. You're just going to literally toss it in there. Again, no pun intended. And you won't... And it's just... But all the bullshit in the book's like, you'll find that the semen gives it an undercurrent of what?
Nothing.
Like, justify yourself, cunt.
Absolutely nothing.
It literally won't... Yeah. It'll be bullshit.
It might give you a bit of a salty aftertaste.
The best one in the whole shebang, though, is what's that? It's supposed to be an aphrodisiac from oysters.
Come in an oyster.
That's basically just buy some oyster shells, wank in them, lemon juice, pepper. Yeah. Could you imagine like trying to slide that
Oh, I don't think I've ever had an oyster.
I thought you were going to say, I don't think I've ever drunk cum. I was going to be like, you're a liar.
Lying bitch.
With those blue lips. with those frosted tips.
I know you're a vegan now, but have you ever in the past had an oyster?
No, never.
No, the visual's too strong for me to like challenge that. I've had a snail.
Oh, what is that like?
Garlicky.
Ew.
It was nice.
Is it just like chewy garlic bogies?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you suck it out of the shell, or is it already out of the
No,
shell?
you get a little fork and you
Pick it out.
Yeah.
Kind of like how when people eat lobster, part of the horrible,
It's
appeal of it is the
cracking it
aggression behind it.
Yeah.
And
It's
crab
not
and
working
stuff.
for your meal.
Oh,
I've never had
horrendous.
lobster either.
He's like, what do you think you are, a fucking
I
otter?
do have a story about lobster though.
Oh God.
Met this guy, turned out to be a lobster. No, that's not the story.
Catfish by a lobster. Not again. On my watch.
You ever been fisted by a lobster?
Make it the double.
I call it keyhole surgery. No, so I was on holiday with my family and I was looking at the menu. We were at a seafood restaurant and it said like lobster, €30, and I was like, that's a really good price. I'm gonna pay that. I've never tried lobster. I'm at a seafood restaurant on the beach. Where else? Do you know what I mean?
Best life.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I order it. As I'm handing it back to the waiter, I see the little sign that says per kilogram. So this lobster's gonna be like well over 100.
Yeah,
So-
and they're gonna like weigh the cunt.
Yeah.
And then like.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he brings, and then I'm like, oh God, no, I need to change my order. He's already gone. And my family's like, no, you're on holiday, it's fine, we'll figure something out, don't worry about it. And Matt's just looking at me like, we're not spending that.
Yeah. Just
so everyone's
looking at you
being
just
super
like,
nice
we
about
won't be
it.
able to do anything for the rest of the week.
This guy, I get up and I'm about to change my order. I'm going to find the waiter, but then I see him with his hand in the tank. He's got his back to me. The tank's in front of him, and I'm like behind him. I can't see exactly what he's doing, but I just see him do like a sharp jolt with his arm, and I'm like, he's harpooned it. It's dead. I can't change my order now. It's fully dead. Like,
well, no, because they cook it live or some shit.
Well, I didn't think it through properly. I was just like, well, I can't change my order now. Little do I know, he's just grabbed it. He brings it out on a tray. It's moving, and he's like, is this okay? And I'm like, no, I want to change my order. I'll have the sea bass, blah, blah, blah. He was like, no, go on, it's fine. Thinking that the visual of it being alive has freaked me out. I would eat your face. I don't care that it's alive. I care that it's going to come to 180 euros.
Oh, you fucker.
I know.
How much?
It was traumatic.
How much?
At least 180.
I mean, that's a very expensive poo.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Because that's really what you're doing when you're fueling your body. I mean, but going back to what you were saying before about
hobbies.
baking. I'm a better cooker than I am a baker. Never call myself a chef, obviously.
Oh, God, no.
That would be outrageous.
Yeah.
But I'm a pretty good cook.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty good at making like weird dinners out of. I'm very ready, steady cook.
I feel like being an adult vegan kind of forces you into
probably
pricing together these
into the
recipes.
sex work industry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was trafficked from veganism into sex work. And
Aldi's a hell of a shop.
How I ended up a madam in hell with my own magazine. So yeah, I quite like the mindfulness of like cooking. That when you're just kind of like just cooking, and it's just like nice getting involved with it and making something new that's tasty. I know this sounds really wanky, but it's a nice form of being creative. Yeah. When you can't really think of any good ideas or you're not feeling very inspired, it's nice to go and just like make a thing.
Thing is, I take no joy from it. Like, I'm just in the kitchen and it's hot. My food comes out and it's nice. I like nice food, but I'm also like, I could have called someone and they could have made this.
Oh, see, I make like, I make a full experience of it. Like, I don't rush when I cook. Like, if I'm making me and Nick something that's like, something I've not made before that's nice, and it says preparation time 45 minutes, I know it's going to take me about 2 hours of fucking around.
Fuck that. If it takes if my dinner takes longer than 40 minutes, I'm like, we're not having that. Pick something else.
Well, I always take the piss out of Nick because he is literally that person who's in the oven, 25 minutes, full whack, it will cook it. Yeah. Regardless of what it is. Yeah. And I'm like, there are instructions, or other running gag as well is what's for dinner? Something from the freezer.
Yeah. I love, but every now and again,
but a weird meal is really nice to make. Oh no, I love a children's tea.
Yeah.
Like
turkey dinosaurs.
Oh my god! Like, tell me about it. Nuggets, waffles, and beans.
Yeah, boy.
That is a dinner.
Fuck it up.
100%.
Yeah.
But also something that's more like elaborate and beautiful. Exquisite. Like what I enjoy doing as a pastime is watching.
A cat's just come out from under the bed.
Oh, hi!
Okay.
Which one is it?
Is it Dart?
Oh, is it Dorothy?
Hey, Dart.
Oh my god, the illusion is ruined as the door came in.
Come on, go out.
We're not really in wherever the fuck we're going to be this week. I need to find a backdrop.
If your cat doesn't get out of the room, I'm going to eat it.
There you go, baby. Oh, bye, Dorothy.
Do they want to tuck the tail?
She's had worse.
There we go.
She lives here. She gets called back.
That was the thing I could hear earlier. I could hear snoring.
Oh, yeah. Very sweet.
Adorbs. Anyway.
So
we were on cooking.
So yeah, cooking and stuff. Oh yeah, I like watching like cookery programs. Like I love to watch Nigella and then trying to replicate it as vegan.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fun
But it is
challenge.
sometimes it is quite challenging sometimes when she's like going full ham on like a bit of brisket or like a whole fish, and then I find it quite hard to watch because I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty gross.
Yeah. I understand that.
So, but I when she makes like what were they? They were like salted peanuts with smashed up crunchies and like marshmallows. And then it was all just kind of like mixed with golden syrup and chocolate, and then like set
and smothered all over it.
Yeah, it was like pimped out Rocky Road.
Amazing.
So I was like, okay, well I don't know what a crunch. I can't get like vegan honeycomb. I can't be bothered.
No.
So what I did is I got hobnobs and like smashed them to bits because they're vegan. Yeah. And then got some
love a hobnob.
Got some like raisins in there and salted peanuts, and then some vegan marshmallows which cost a fucking fortune.
Really?
But they are worth it.
Oh, okay.
If they're burn something. Don't bother putting them in hot chocolate because they just go yeah, they can't take the heat at all.
Just packing peanuts.
This outfit also has made me constantly do this sort of like withered witch gay. I'm very
Wrist
much
flip.
like, how do gay men close car boot doors? So I'll stop being Mr. Burns / Roger the Alien now.
Okay.
So yeah, that is something that I enjoy doing in my spare time. But I am quite fuck yeah,
Hell yeah. That is a good hobby.
Fucking with my hair is another interest of mine.
Tell me about
Not
it.
leaving it alone for more than about a month before I have to do something else to it.
Your problem. How long did your dreadlocks last? I put in her dreadlocks, and I was super proud of myself because I'd never like installed dreadlocks before. I've done braids, but never like dreadlocks. How long did they last?
They lasted like a good month, and then it was like, I want to like wash my hair.
Yeah.
I really want to get in there because I was washing around them, but not where the extensions were. So I was like, I just want to, and also I got bored.
Fair.
But they're in the cupboard,
Oh,
and my hair's still yellow. So if I want to
Yay.
put them back in at any point, then I can. It's fine. But yeah, I was like, I just want to like get in there. And then after I took them out and washed my hair, I was like, what would it look like? All yellow.
Yeah.
And did that thing.
Did this.
Yeah, did this scenario. Still enjoying that.
Well,
So yeah, fucking with my hair, like
once a year, I'll try to grow my hair.
I try and do the
At
same
least
thing.
once a year. It will get to like mid-summer, and I'll be like, fuck it, I want to look like Jonathan Van Ness. And then I'll get to a little bit longer than it usually
Choir boy.
is. Yeah, I'll get to choir boy and go
Yeah.
like, I can't stick it out. I can't do this. No.
I mean, if I'm lucky, I can get to like Victoria Wood bowl cut.
Oh, that's nice for you.
Yeah, but usually it's choir boy where you just go, do you know what? I'm going to shave a bit of it and then keep the top long, and then you're like, well, now it's not growing my hair long.
Yeah.
It's all coming off again. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm too impatient. I have just realised what I need to do is just buy a fucking decent wig for the days I want long hair.
Yeah.
And then just wear a fucking wig.
Peanut butter baby.
That wig feel good? So yeah, fucking with hair is
fucking with hair, cooking.
I mean, a tattoo's a hobby.
I mean, they offer you.
They fucking are.
I've not seen this one before. This little piranha.
I did that one.
You did that one?
It's an anglerfish.
I like
And that's
her.
some seaweed. Yeah, I did that myself.
Nice.
So yeah, I got really into stick and poke, and that was one of those things where I was like, oh, this is something that I could do.
Creative self-harm.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what really was self-harm about that one? Do you know what film I watched whilst I was sat doing it? That 10-year plan film, that awful gay film that was on Netflix.
I've never heard of it.
Oh my god, look it up, it's awful. Look up
Really?
10-year plan.
Why?
It's just badly acted and badly written and really cheesy, but I fucking love it.
Oh god.
And I don't know why. It's like a gay rom-com.
Oh.
Yeah, your fanny just turned inside out, didn't it?
Gay cinema. I mean, it's got a way to go.
It does have a way to go. But yeah, I did this one. I also did a squid, like a vampire squid on the other side.
I've seen her. I've seen her.
with the seaweed.
With the seaweed.
And I fully was like, oh, cool. I want to like start tattooing and doing stick and poke, but I need like more practice. So I was practicing on myself. And then, as with a lot of things, I do unfortunately lose interest and become impatient quite quickly.
I'm the lord of half-finished projects.
Yeah. Do you want to know that I do poi, and I've done fire poi, and I can juggle, and I can do a little bit of Diablo. And
None of this surprises me. Look at you.
And I can do rope dart. I never managed to do staff or sticks. I never really got into those.
What, like
ones.
devil sticks?
Devil sticks, yeah, not so
nah.
much. And staff, not so much as well.
I can do one trick with poi.
Yeah,
Like just that.
like a 2-beat weave or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I can do a 4-beat weave on one side, but not on the other.
I mean, I can install a weave.
I can go from left to right, but I can't push it back the other way.
Yeah.
It's like a 4 and a 3. But I can do that. Because like in the hippie psytrance days of my ute, I got really, really into that and very
I can see
addicted.
that.
And then just stopped one day. I can still do some of those things.
Yeah.
But a lot of my hobbies are things that like, I get very obsessive and passionate about stuff.
Yes.
But it burns out quite fast sometimes.
Yes.
You've noticed that about me, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah. And
I'm just waiting for you to lose interest in me. I'm like, meh.
I mean, as long as you never bore me. Too late, get out.
Right,
no.
okay.
No, but
On the old dusty trail.
I think that, well, time is hitting the old haystack. Yeah, it's very much it's part and parcel with the impatience things as well, where like if I can't push past to get to that next bit of being really good, if I'm not fully passionate about it, then I will just end up letting it go.
Also, one of my main hobbies is just thinking of business ideas that I'll never actually actualize. I wanted to open a
cooking with semen.
I was like, I want to open a restaurant that's like Cookie Shake, but instead of milkshakes, it's just deep fat fryers. And you can pick whatever you want, and we'll deep fat fry it.
And we'll deep fat fry it.
Copyright, by the way. If anyone fucking takes that idea, I'll come to your house and lance you.
Well, what I would really like to do if I had a lot of money is I would very much like to open up like a venue that was like a cafe during the day, but could be a club during the night. But
that'd be cool.
Also had a room at the back for like cross stitch clubs.
Oh, right.
Fisting by night, cross stitch by day.
Yeah.
And it would be like a lovely little queer community space. I'd really love to do that.
Why don't we do that?
Money.
Oh, right, yeah.
And also, like, if you look at the venues that are available around Nottingham, you're like, well, which one would be the most suitable? And da-da-da-da-da. Like, I often walk past Queen of Clubs and go, I wish some fucker would reopen that again, but make it work
It's a lot of work to do.
I know, because it's now just full of fucking pigeons and death, obviously.
And plus, it's, like, built on 3 levels. It's 2 split up. And these levels are made of concrete. So the cost to shift all that, huge.
This is fucking boring for
everyone. Sorry. You've never been in that venue. You have no idea what we're talking about.
Like we're just sat here hatching a plan, but people talk quite often about whether it would be like a lucrative space, you know, to try and get it open. Is it, you know, too far out of town or too close in? But I'd love to have a little queer space that did lots of stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just like a club night, but also like I don't know. You could just do all sorts of shit with it. Yeah, it'd be awesome. But again, like money.
Yeah.
And also, all of my experience is not in ownership. All of my experience is in event production, but not in like venue sustainability.
You've just got to keep track of every single thing.
Yeah.
Everything.
Have you seen my Excel spreadsheet? Do you know Excel? What, that stripper? No, she doesn't work here anymore.
Cinnamon!
It's cherry! So,
yeah. I often think of like business ideas that I want to open, but then never actually do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time you had a business idea you wanted to open, it turned out it was just your legs, you slut.
That's a business.
Business.
Yeah. That's another thing as well. Like, occasionally I'm like, what will make money?
Sex work.
Yeah,
same.
Yeah.
Just like, I'd wank on cam if anyone would want to see it. Spoiler alert, no one does.
Well, yeah, I could do that, but there's no market for it.
Exactly. I did some research, and the cats were like, you know,
absolutely not.
I walked out of the shower with no towel, and the cat just yacked up biscuits on the hallway. I was like, oh, I guess that no one wants this then.
So apart from wanking on a camera, what's your hobby? What's your, like... So we've got cooking.
Okay, well, it's not really... Again, it's
masturbating's a great hobby, though.
Oh, I mean, it is. It's good for the soul.
Absolutely.
I mean, I wouldn't say that going to the gym is a hobby.
Oh god, no,
it's a necessary evil,
Yeah.
but sometimes I get quite into it.
Yeah, that's
Same with like yoga and meditation. I go through little phases. I'm in that phase at the moment. Remember before I was talking about vitamins and bullshit?
Oh yeah.
So vitamins and bullshit, and also vitamins and bullshit.
I take supplements and
yoga
bullshit.
And meditation. But I do notice that the second that I have a really bad hangover, all of a sudden I'm just I'm gonna eat the world and fuck yoga and fuck, you know.
I'm gonna eat a small Indian child.
Oh yeah, like namaste the fuck away from me, motherfucker. Like I'm eating my way through this fridge.
Amazing.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
You know what I did want to get into? Which
what?
Taxidermy. I love taxidermy. I love collecting it. But I always wanted to try it myself.
Found bits and pieces.
Yeah. And also you can get like dead mice that you're supposed to feed to snakes.
True.
And just practice on those.
Don't put one of those in the microwave. Its neck vein will explode.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason I don't do it is because Matt won't let me keep them in the fridge.
I mean, that is pretty grim.
Fair. Yeah.
You do see people who get those mice and then like turn them into little pieces of like jewelry and stuff like that, which is like kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But when they say like it's ethically sourced, it's just like, but you bought it from a pet shop to feed to a snake. Is that ethically sourced?
Well, it's better than feeding them a live one.
It is. I suppose it's also better than like digging up the floorboards of a warehouse and just catching a load of rats in a net. You're gonna be a brooch coming with me.
They just breed them and then they put them essentially in a drawer and then turn the gas on.
Oh.
They don't. So it just they just fall asleep.
Oh.
I know, but it's better than like.
Couldn't the little tiny ones? You can't.
What do you mean?
It's just a little baby.
Yeah, it's snake food.
Oh, but is it ethically sourced? Do you then buy it to like turn it into earrings or some shit?
I guess.
That's what I just want.
If it's ethical for snakes to eat it, why isn't it ethical for you to wear it?
I don't know.
I know what you mean then.
I don't. I've got absolutely no fucking clue.
My whole thing is like I've got the occasional fur, and I get the fur industry is a monster.
Is your fur second hand or first hand?
Second hand.
See,
I have one piece that was bought for me that I think is fur. I think is real fur, and I'm not entirely comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time,
But then you got it tested and found out it wasn't real, and you were furious.
But at the same time, my brain is like, if I would eat it, I would wear it. So like rabbit.
So a shirt made of ass.
No, but like rabbit, I think like use every part of it. Why not? Because I'd happily sit and eat rabbit. So I know, I get.
I'm judging you.
I know, that's fine. Like I get it. But like I grew up on a farm. I've seen it start to finish. I'm happy with the process. I guess.
Gross. So what other hobbies? What other hobbies do you have, you bastard?
I'm trying to think.
I
Like,
know.
I always get into stuff and then just like leave it half finished.
Tell me about
Tarot
it.
cards is a good hobby.
Is it a hobby or is it a way of life? Spiritualism, is that a hobby? Because surely that should be about,
Anything that passes time, surely.
oh, screaming into the void then.
Sleeping. I love sleeping.
Can you list that as a hobby? It's like when people list karaoke as a favourite music.
No,
like,
it isn't.
It doesn't really count.
It's not really a genre.
Yeah. But then again, like...
I fucking hate karaoke.
But then if
by
you
the
don't
way.
sleep, you will die. But if you don't do karaoke, then you're probably going to live a better life.
I hate karaoke.
Oh.
I think it's because like I grew up
no
in.
disrespect to anyone who wants to do it, but
No,
like,
absolutely.
yeah, it doesn't really snap my beat.
I grew up doing theatre. Theatre, darling.
Theatre.
So like, every now and again we'll get really drunk at my place, and we've got Apple TV, and we'll just like find a karaoke track on YouTube, and we'll choose karaoke songs for each other. But every time it's like, let's do karaoke. I'm like, absolutely not, because people assume that because I can sing anything.
Oh,
So they'll put
right.
like something on. I'll be like, I don't have the range for that. No.
You don't have the range.
You don't have the range. Unless I can sing it well, why would I fucking sing it?
Absolutely.
Whereas everyone else is just having a nice time, and I'm like, no, I don't have the range for that.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you're a dickhead, and I'm like, I'm not. I just like you can't unknow that. I now can't enjoy karaoke because I know I can't do certain.
I mean, weird flex, but cool.
Yeah.
Like, kind of strange backwards brag where you're just like, oh, I don't want to sing this song
Well, it's
because
like-
I have perfect pitch and I know that it wouldn't suit my vocal styles.
100%. But it's like people who can cook really well then don't enjoy other people's food as much.
Oh. I mean...
It's like knowing when
that could be a
it's
thing.
like knowing when something's like over seasoned.
Yeah, like this is garlic.
Yeah, whereas I'm just like, salty.
Yeah. I
'Cause
mean,
I don't really know
we're
that.
white. We season our meat with a belt.
Occasionally I'll cook whilst glancing at a tub of mayonnaise.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, have you ever eaten unseasoned chicken?
I
Have you ever been to
say
someone-
unseasoned mayonnaise. I was
Oh.
like, what the fuck is seasoned mayonnaise?
Have you ever, obviously you're a vegan, so probably not, but I went to, like, I was on holiday and Matt's mother, who I love dearly,
You have to say that you're on camera.
I know, but she was barbecuing chicken and she was like, oh, I love that barbecue flavour. I'm like, barbecuing plain chicken doesn't give
Give
it
it a
barbecue flavour. Season your meat. Anyway, seasoning meat, that can be a hobby.
I mean, the equivalent to me is just like when someone just brings out plain ass tofu that's not had anything done to it. That can fuck all.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Why would you?
I don't know. I
do
really
like
don't know. You need to do something.
There's a time and a place for tofu, yeah.
But it's not a hobby.
No.
I wouldn't say that tofu is a hobby.
Tofu is a hobby. I used to do pole. I did pole fitness for a while.
For a hot minute.
Yeah, for a New York minute. I can hang it upside down by like the back of my ankle. Some bullshit. I can do it upside down by 1 hour.
Well,
That's what
get
it's
you, curly pube.
called. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't want to do any pole because I'd just be too scared of the fact that it's like a load-bearing column. Like somehow she still brought the building down.
Oh, I fully fell off upside down and ate shit in a crumpled pile on the floor before.
Oh, God.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, I need a crash mat around
Yeah.
me.
Oh, but
Absolutely fucking word.
Yeah.
Yeah, some packing peanuts at least. You know.
Ah.
I think I finished my drink. Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, because
Drinking, that's a hobby.
Oh, drinking is a hobby. Yeah, exactly.
Also, have you been to Hobbycraft lately? Wildly overpriced.
I haven't been to Hobbycraft in a very long time.
It's very exciting. I get very excited when I go somewhere like that because I think I can make so much drag with this.
Yeah, you're just like, give me all of that in every colour because I'll make a thing, and then you get it home and you don't.
Yeah, and then you put it in your cupboard and it's tap.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's all we have time for this week because my battery's dying on my laptop. I keep
Yeah.
on looking over it and going, don't you die yet, Jennifer.
We can get through
Don't
this.
you do this to me. Don't you walk out on me on the kids, not again.
Wonderful.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I've been Marilyn Sane.
And I've been Nana Arthole. Please comment below about what your hobbies are. Is it
Yeah.
watching this podcast? I'm sorry. You need to get out and see the sun a little bit more.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and fire it in a cannon into the sun so that everyone can hear it.
I think you said that last time.
Okay, fine. Then shove it up your granny's vagina. No, I said that last time.
I want you to get a long scroll and then write out in calligraphy the transcript of this entire podcast and then put it on the back of an old Spitfire and parade it across an RAF convention.
Good night.
Good night.
Drag Podcast.